Coming to you live from Tokyo. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon, and this is part 6 of my Under Falling Skies solo campaign. So far, undefeated on Threat 2. Let's see if I can keep that streak alive. Also, sound off in the comments if you have a yard and have cacti in it. I was out using the very nice day in Los Angeles today to do some yard work and was hacking away at some unwelcome plants that happen to be near some large cactus we have. And working around cactus is extremely perilous. My hands are like... they have invisible, maybe imaginary, maybe it's a reverse placebo effect, but I feel like I have like many little cacti spines in my hand, and then I know that I hit the back of my head on a cactus and had to like literally pull spines out of my head, and that still smarts a little bit. So moral of the story, be careful around cactus. The gloves you get on Amazon won't work as well as they claim to. Anyway, cheers. We're playing in Tokyo. This is the setup, except I have not looked at the scenario yet. But I have set up a 2-threat sky using the new tiles that Chapter 3 gave us. You can check out my game in, where was it again? Seoul, right, in Seoul last time, if you want the details on the new mechanics added in Chapter 3. Tokyo says you can only have one robot. It's not exhausted when it's installed. So similar to Seoul, it's playing with robot mechanics. So I can only have the one, but it is not exhausted when it's installed. That means I can like use it immediately. It seems extremely good. That kind of makes the robot rooms like a wild room, as long as I have another room doing the thing that I want to put that robot in to use it immediately. Seems great. So I'm excited for that. I'm also going to have a new character, Jang Chan-wook, who's once game ability. He's the gamer, by the way. Once per game, move a single ship one space up or down to an unoccupied space in the sky without triggering the effect of that space. So I am mostly seeing that as a way to line up shots, and then Clinton Harper can just, on his advanced side, shoot down one enemy ship on any space. So I've got a lot of ship management. And then finally, Lucia Ortego lets me increase a robot by 2 or both robots by 1, or make all installed robots unexhausted. So she's a little less flexible here because I can only have one robot, but still increasing it by 2 could be real useful. So pretty stoked to see what happens. Here goes a look at our scenario. This was the one that I chose that sounded interesting. The aliens are controlling our weather. It says turning our own atmosphere against us, but we'll fight on somehow. So the scenario is called Storm. The enemy is using some sort of weather control technology to disrupt our radar and confuse our pilots. Setup. Use 5 tokens face down. In each column, cover the bottommost explosion with a token. Okay, so the numbers don't matter, it looks like. We are just covering these up. Okay, the rules. You cannot use explosion spaces covered by tokens. Treat them as blank spaces. When an enemy space leaves or passes completely through a space with a token, remove the token and place it on the mothership. Whenever a ship is shot down, move the token in its column to that explosion space. If the column has no token, use the token on the mothership. When ships are shot down on multiple spaces in the same column, you get to choose one to get the token. Okay, my worry was that the only way to clear these was to take damage, which would add up fast. But it looks like if I were to, say, shoot down a ship in this space, this token would move there. So it just forces me to not reuse the same explosion spaces twice in a row. My gut says that doesn't sound too bad, but I've never really had to think about, am I using the same explosion spaces a lot or different ones? And definitely as the mothership moves down and the board is smaller, that will get more and more punishing. Interesting. Okay. I like it. So that's the Storm. Let me fill in the name of the scenario on my campaign log. It is Storm, and I think I'm good to go. Hey, if you made it this far, if you'd hit the like button on the video, we'd really appreciate it. That and subscribing to the channel, hitting those algorithm buttons. It's the only way to help us grow, help us out, because we don't have a Patreon or ask anything else from our viewers. So thank you very much for doing so. And with that, let's roll some dice. Get this started. Wow, low numbers. 1, 1, 1, 2, 5. Okay, I was just double checking that the audio was working. I hadn't checked that since I started recording. Okay, what do we want to do with low numbers? Well, the base doesn't have a lot of options currently. I can't actually attack this round. I have to excavate first. And so I'm leaning towards just excavating with this 5 and re-rolling the rest, because these numbers are kind of too low to really accomplish anything with. So let me throw this 5 in column number 2, move that ship down 5, and that was a white die, so I'm going to re-roll the rest. There's some bigger numbers. So I can't destroy things this round. So I'm just going to look for kind of safe numbers to play without advancing the mothership or anything. So this 6, not safe on the left or right. In column 4, it teleports the ship into the right column, which I don't love doubling up 2 ships in the same column if I don't have to. So I feel like column 3 is my favorite for this. So let me throw that in this command room. And as a reminder, the purple command rooms, that lets me modify a die somewhere else by this die's amount, or dice in other places. So that seems good. Let's see, a 5 would be fine in column 4. So I could throw it here where it can start researching and re-roll these, or do I... Yeah, like I can do a robot this turn, but it's actually pretty pricey, and currently I'm not gathering any energy. So I don't think I want to do that. I might actually just use these low numbers to kind of control small amounts of advancement in these columns. If I throw this 2 here, this will just move 1 because it's an anti-air room. If I throw this 1 in an anti-air room, the right column won't move at all. And then I can just end on this 5 in this research room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll get me over this 4 and get the research track started. I like it. Okay, I'm going to spend an energy to move this excavator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I can attack next turn. Clear the anti-air rooms. I'm not seeing any use for this command room this time, unfortunately, so that will just get discarded because this research room, and I'll go ahead and spend the energy on it. 5 minus 1 is perfect to get the 4. Okay, that seemed like a clean enough start. This round I will try to actually attack some ships and start making the scenario matter, I guess, as a result. I'm seeing that like a 6 in the left column would be a big priority, which would install a robot as long as I have the energy to pay. Okay, let's try this out. Oh, I've got to move the mothership, obviously. Oof, and this one is going to advance ships by 2. Okay, and actually, as I'm looking at the track here, kind of for the first time, it's going to push back the excavator a lot as the game goes on, but it's not going to delay research. So a fast research win is definitely one approach I could take here, but it is going to advance ships by 2. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 5, 5, 6. A nice variety, I like it. So I think I want a pretty big number here generating energy. And I'm looking at 5 as a safe number to put in that column. That would only generate 3 energy because it's a -2. Or there's this one, a -1. Oh, and a 5 here would put it on an explosion and generate 4 energy. That feels good. Can I... I can't throw a 6 in this attack room without it teleporting into that column, which I don't want. At least I don't want to do it in this order. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and place this 5 and move this now. That's a white dice. I'm re-rolling the rest. 1, 1, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm generating 4 energy. I should be pretty good on energy. I wish I had a big number to excavate, maybe in this middle column. Well, What's a safe number in the right column? 6 is. I don't have one anymore. I wonder if if you've watched my series this far, you know that sometimes you just gotta check stuff in the rules. Actually, it would be, I think, on the chapter 2 sheet. Can I use the command room on the excavator? On the die I want to excavate. When you use a command room, you distribute its value however you like among worker dice not in that room. And excavator dice are worker dice. Okay. So I could get a 6 excavate here by putting a 4 here and increasing it with the command room later. And that 4 is a nice safe move in that column. So I think I like that. And hopefully I will get the command room working for that. The issue I have is that these dice suck. So, oh, and I wanted to attack this turn though. That would have to be this column. Am I not attacking this turn? Oof. I don't, okay, fine. Let me back that up. I'm going to back that up and rethink this. I think maybe I just want to use this white die for another reroll. I don't like any of these numbers. You know what? All right, I'm getting too cute and too elaborate trying to excavate with a 6. I'm just going to excavate with a 3 here because I like that puts that ship onto a explosion. And then I'm going to use this 1. Still probably... Is this on an explosion currently? No. I'll use this 1 in this anti-air room and just not move that ship to reroll these dice. Let's get a big number for the attack. Yes. Okay. I like that. 6 can go into the jet fighter room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to teleport just to there. I can live with that. And that leaves a 5 in the center column. Well, it at least doesn't trigger the mothership. It sure doesn't line up a shot. But I guess what I can do with this is throw it in the command room. I could throw it in the command room to bump up the amount for basically +1 energy, or I could put it here and ignore the 3 and excavate 1 space further. I think I want... I'm gaining 4 energy and currently only spending 2, so I think I want the further excavate. I think I'll throw the 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one is likely to damage the base, but I don't know what to do about it. So, yeah, we might just take our first point of damage there. Unless I want to use... Yeah, maybe I do want to just use Clinton Harper and shoot it out of the sky. But I can decide that next turn. Let's start resolving these. So I'm going to discard this 3 and spend an energy to excavate with this 5, moving it 4 spaces. This 5 minus 1 will generate 4 energy. And then finally, I'm spending 1 to shoot at 5, 6 minus 1 strength, which will blow up this ship. And every time a ship is shot down, move the token in its column to that explosion space. So the weather now makes that space not work. Same is going to happen here. Okay. It actually makes me feel better to like have the last options on the track enabled. So I think I'm fine with that. These will go back up to the mothership. Looks like they will go like this. And the mothership pushes the excavator back 1 space. Okay, no research there. But otherwise, well, no research and a nearly guaranteed point of damage in the center column. It's not a game that's going smoothly exactly. Okay, let me roll into the box. There, wow. And then it gets like cocked. That'll work. Okay, 2, 5, 5, 6, 6. Yeesh. A 5 is solid here as far as like lining up an explosion space. It could be my first robot. A 6 is also tolerable there, and obviously we like 6 robots better than 5s. What would I do with a robot here? Probably put it in... Well, I could get it researching. I think I will definitely want my robot to be in one of these double vertical research rooms later, because that's kind of the only way to utilize them. So what does that mean now? It means I only want a robot for kind of a few turns, which means I'm only going to use it for like its 654 kind of value. Maybe I just want it generating energy. Okay, so yeah, I could pay for that. So let me put... I'm just going to make it a 6. It will not line up a shot in that column, but there will be another opportunity next turn. A white 6 would re-roll the others. Okay, so I'm tentatively putting a white 6 in this robot room, but before I do I want to use any of these gray dice? A 2 in this column lines up a shot, but doesn't accomplish much else. A 6 in this column is also pretty good. A 6 in the jet fighter room would line up a shot that it can take. And at +1, it would defeat even the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also like just throwing a 6 in excavating, because this ship's going to damage me anyway. So why not just use that opportunity to put a 6 to get a whole lot more excavation? This is tricky. It's not like it's not as dire a situation as sometimes makes these decisions hard, but it's still crunchy. I think I'm going for the excavation. I can see that that's going to be an uphill struggle as there's 2 -3s ahead. I think I want to do that. So let me put a 6 in this energy room to excavate to there, and this ship is going to hit my base. That's fine. I like saving Clinton Harper because this one is just such overkill that that it feels fine to like take a damage for that. So when it moves through the space, we remove this token and put it on the mothership. So now this whole column can be attacked. So that's nice. And that was a white dice, so we'll reroll these dice. Hey, we got another 6. Great, because I wanted one in the robot room on the left, I think. Yeah, I definitely need I definitely want a robot generating energy, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I have 3, 3, 5. 3s are pretty mundane in all of these columns. They don't really... They just put ships onto blank spaces. So where would I like one? If I'm going to have the energy for it, and I think I will, because I'm generating 5 energy with this robot this turn, I could put a 3 in this research room and get that moving. I think I'll do that. And then do I like this 5? Not, well, I guess I haven't lined up any shots yet, right? So I guess I don't care about shooting this turn. So what do I want to do in these other columns? Probably just, if I put this 3 in this command room. No, wait, we have one in that column already. If I put this 3 in this command room, I can bump up this research and make it over that extra 1, which is like not the biggest deal, but it doesn't hurt. And, or I could just put this here. You know, I like, I'm going to use the 5 in this column. I probably don't need that much in the command room, but what this enables, I think, is for me to move this to a teleporter where the other side is blocked, so nothing happens. And then this 3 can just go in column 4. It's pretty harmless, and it can research as well and just get over... Well, yeah, no, maybe I can make some real progress on the research track distributing this command across it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, it took me a second, but I think I got there. Celebratory sip of beer is in order. All right, I'm going to spend all 3 of my energy to deploy a robot, that will be unexhausted in this energy room. So then I will immediately use it to gain 6 minus 1 is 5 energy, take it down to 5. Then I can spend an energy to excavate 6 spaces. I will, so let's see. I would love these both to be researching for 4. Yeah, this works well. Boy, I'm spending a lot of energy, but I guess my robot will generate it next turn. So I'm going to spend 1 on this command room, 5 minus 1. I can distribute 4 pips. And I can basically just bump these up each to a 5. And then I can spend 2 to research for 5 and get over the 3 and the 1. And then I can spend 1 to research for 5 minus 1 is 4 and get over this 3 and this 1. All right. That's a turn. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Okay, mothership moves. It moves all ships 1 space. I didn't really consider that. That made all of these move onto a jet fighter space that it would have been nice if I could have moved them onto there with my own die. But, oh well. The new round. 2-2, 4-5-6 with the 4-5 on white dice. Well, a 6 is sure a solid attack, and I've got several rooms that can attack for +1. That goes pretty good in column 2. How much, so let's see, I'm generating 4 energy with this robot this turn. So I've only got 4 to spend. This attack room, if I want to attack for 7, it costs me 2 energy. I could save an energy if I just attack for 6. Would that be fine? It means I can't blow up the right column. I think I want it. So I guess I'm spending 2 energy on that. So I only have 2 energy left to play with this turn. I've got to keep that in mind. And I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, clearing up that weather. All right. Next. Boy, I'd really like this left column for it to like clear the weather by going through that and then maybe shoot it down with Clinton. So a 5 in that column looks good. I think that seems fine. I could excavate with, well, I'd like to excavate further than that. A 5 could take me to here. Or a 6. I don't like a 6 in that column because of the mothership. What's a 5 do in this column? That's fine. I'm going to throw the 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 3 of the 4 energy I'm generating spoken for. So, unless I were to like use this robot, spend some of its energy, and then install a new robot with it. But anyway, okay, I have used a white die, so I'm re-rolling the rest. Ooh, big numbers. 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm thinking, well, yeah, maybe I do make that robot play. Gain a lot of energy that way. A 6 in the left column. I kind of like a 5 there, which still accomplishes more or less what I was going for. And, what about in this right column? Anything higher than a 3 means that that one's past its last opportunity to get attacked. Yeesh. I am attacking, so I should prioritize lining up some shots here. Man. What if I... This is a 3 under this. I wonder, a 5 in this column, and then using Jang to move that back onto the attack once the weather is cleared? That feels pretty cool. I could also... I could also line up a shot in the rightmost column with that. I think in column 4, I want to use this 5 to not land on a mothership. It's kind of threading a needle there. So I'm going to put it in this research room and hope for the best on that. If I put... Oh, well, now I can't do that. Well, I could do it with anti-air. No, but I want to place a robot. Oh man. Okay. You got this, Brandon. I'm currently spending all of my energy. So if I wanted to like anti-air here with that 6, that's not great. I would rather use the robot room to kind of reset my robot. Yeah, you know, I think I'm likely to take a damage from it, but I could always shoot it out of the sky with Clinton. So I'm going to just go ahead and throw the 6 in the robot room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This weather, ooh, that moves over to the right. Okay. This weather clears up. That leaves me with a 4 in the right column. So I guess that can go in the... I don't really see a useful spot for it, to be honest. Oh, anti-air lines up a shot. That is useful. Okay. All right. Whew. Not easy. Okay. I'm going to use this robot, taking it down to a 4, to generate 5 minus 1 is 4 energy. I'm going to spend 3 of it to install a new robot at 6, and I'm going to just install it at the same spot. And because of Tokyo, it is not exhausted. So I will immediately use that, taking it down to 5, to gain 6 minus 1 is 5 energy, so I'm at 6. Then I'll spend 2 of it to send out the jet fighters, attacking at 7, so that's going to blow up... Oh, just the one ship? I did that. I did not end up... I did not end up lining up as many shots as I intended. That's fine. It's still worth it, I think, to get that ship out of there, and the weather's going to move on to that 7. All right. I will spend an energy to excavate 5 spaces, and I will spend an energy to research for 5 minus 1 is 4, and get another 2 spaces up that track, which that feels solid. I can start researching with a robot in this double room pretty soon. Now that I have this energy without the minus excavated, yeah, maybe I just start throwing a die there and researching with the robot. I will figure that out after I move the mothership. 1, 2, 3, backwards excavation, and boy, there are 2 columns this ship could go to. I guess let's send it left, where there's no weather to worry about. Okay. Well, I am almost definitely using some of my characters this turn to manage these ships. I don't really want to take much more damage here. I want to have several base hit points going into the late game where I'm not stopping shooting and just researching the hell out of... researching as much as I can. Okay, and I'm looking ahead, actually. Because these vertical rooms, you need a robot to research to get across the 10s. That's going to be a must. And there's 2 10s in a row. I cannot do those in the same turn. There's no way to. So I will have to kind of do 2 big research turns. So that is something pretty important to keep in mind. All right, here we go. 1, 4, 5, 5, 6. Let's think about this. Well, I like the 5 in the left column. That would... Oh, let's see. A 4 is a good excavate number and lines up a shot in this column. I think that's a no-brainer. I'm going to put this 4 here. Now that I've got a 4 explosion, I've also cleared that weather. So that all feels good. A 1 in this column, while pretty useless, would potentially line up a lot of shots. If I could get a 1 in column 2, it would line up a shot here, and this one would move over, and then they are spaced so that it would be possible to get both of those. But the problem is, one of those would be on a 7, and I would not be able to get 7. Because those are the 2 columns where you can put a 6 for the +1 attack. Let me think about this. I definitely like the 1 here. I wonder if I could... Maybe I should move... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me try this. I am going to use Jang Chan-wook to move a single ship up or down. I'm going to move this here. And then I'll put a 1 in that column. It looks like the most useful place to put it is potentially this command room where I have the option to spend the energy to add +1 to another die. We'll consider it. So that moves both of these down. I'm realizing, but that's a white die. Before I actually place that 1, I want to place a 6 in this attack space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm attacking for 7 with that, as long as I pay the energy, and that'll take out these 3 ships so far. And then I'm placing this 1, so I'm re-rolling. Actually, this 5 is also good. It lines up a shot here too. So maybe I throw that in the robot room just to consider doing that later. I don't know if I will pay the energy for that robot this turn, but that's going to move this down 5. All right, now I'm sequencing it so that I'm placing this 1 and re-rolling my last white die, which is going to go in the right column. Actually, there's no ship there, so it should not matter too much. Oh, it's a 1. That's not very exciting. All right, so I don't know, anti-air room. There's really nothing to do with that. Okay, so I can use this robot to get 5 minus 1 energy. Take it down to 4, and I'm up to 6 energy. I can spend 2 of that to launch the jet fighters. That is going to blow up 4 ships. This one, putting weather here. Both of these. So I'm guessing I can decide which one I want to put the weather on. I'll put it there. And this one. And so then I'll put weather there. You love a 4-ship turn, a 4-attack turn. The excavator, I can spend an energy to move 4 spaces. That unlocks my other double research room. This is going to clear. So I could use this command room. Oh, I don't have enough energy to use the robot and... I don't think... You know what? I think I can at least get energy out of this. I think that's what I'll do. So I can... Wow, so even this 7, I'm looking at this, none of the single research rooms have a +1. So I need a double room just to get over the 7. Wow, that's certainly something to consider. But for now, what I'm seeing is that I could pay 3 energy to restore this robot, actually put it a 5 here, and then use it immediately to gain 5 energy. And now I'm kind of set for next turn. So next turn, I could use it to gain another 4, and then build a new robot in a research room and start climbing the ranks of the research track. Okay. Mothership moves, gains 2. Whoa, as it catches on that crease. 2 white ships. And then they are going to spawn like this. Whew. All right. I'm glad. I feel like it was powerful that I used my gamer to just manipulate that ship rather than Clinton Harper to shoot one out of the sky. So that feels really strong. I'm going to do my best to save Lucia to bump up a robot in the late game when I'm trying to get across these 10s. That feels potentially game saving. So that's the dream. Let's see how this goes. Wow, a 1 and then 5, 5, 6, 6. Well, a 1 in the middle column is actually pretty solid just because it lines up a shot. Am I taking a shot? All the rest of these, like, well, okay, I guess let's try this. I'm going to put a 1 in that column. I guess the one place where it's kind of useful is to consider a 2 robot with that 2 energy. In Tokyo, when you would install it and it's ready, may be interesting. That's going to move these 1, and there's a shot lined up there to try to save myself from taking that damage. Then I can put a 5 in column 2 and line up a shot, and I could put that in a jet fighter room, which would have me attacking for 6. Yeah, I don't see any 7s that I want to use this turn, so that seems fine. I'll put a 5 I don't think I like these numbers in any other columns very much. These 5s and 6s are pretty scary. A 6 robot, always good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's safe at least to do. Let me do that. Get some research going that way. So that's going to move this ship down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think I'm going to place my white 5 to re-roll these. You know, this right column, I don't want to get stuck with a 1 or a 4 and have to move the mothership. So I actually think I'm going to place this 5 as well. If I put it in research and I put a 6 robot there, then these will research for 11 minus 1 is 10 and can get across the 3 and the 7. That feels really good. I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, finally, I'm going to place the white 5 in this attack room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And re-roll my last die. It's a 3. Okay. A 3 is all right. 3, I don't have a command room or anything going. So this would not be enough to research and get another space on the track. So I think it's just going in this energy room. 1, 2, 3, and it slides left. All right, had to make some compromises. Happens to the best of us. I'm really starting to look at the mothership track, though, as a timer, and really worry about, like, I have to kick up the researching quickly. But, you know, if I'm blowing up several ships here, maybe I'm buying some time to really focus on that. Okay. I can spend 3 energy. I want to use. Sequencing here. I want to use this robot before I replace it. So let me spend 2 energy to launch the jet fighters. For 5 plus 1 is 6, and that will blow up this ship, moving the weather there. Blow up this ship, placing the weather from the mothership here. Oof. Okay, that's gonna make it harder to get the ships out of that column. That's it. Okay, then I can gain 4 energy with this robot, maxing myself back out, and it ticks down to 3. And then I'll spend 3 to place a 6 robot in this research room. Unexhausted, thank you, Tokyo. Finally, I'll just gain 3 minus 1 is 2 energy, so the energy is still pretty safe, or pretty healthy at 6. And I can research for 11 minus 1 is 10, which gets me over the 3 and the 7. So, I mean, that's great. I just really have to be flying up that track in the next couple turns. Also, as I get down closer, the mothership actions are going to damage my base, so I can't take that much ship damage. There's a lot to manage here. Okay. Speaking of which, the mothership's actually going to swallow up this white ship as it moves down. Oof. Ships move 3. That just moved 2 ships past the last opportunity for me to blow them up, so that's horrible. I am probably going to just have to take one of those damage and shoot the other one out with Clinton. I don't love it. Okay. Then that's it. Oh, I had this robot. Yeah, I'm not placing that robot. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. I have to assign these ships really quick. There we go. Okay. We got this. Here comes. Whoops, I rolled the robot for some reason. Sorry, that robot was a 6. Should have ticked down to a 5 in this research room. Okay. So, 2, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I can research in here pretty... A 1 lines up a shot and can research alright in that room. That's... Oh, wait, I don't have a 1. Maybe I'm looking for a 1 later. Okay. I could put whatever the hell number I want in this left room, or in this left column, if that ship is just going to damage me. So I could throw the 6 there. If I'm... this, let me look at the research numbers ahead. If I'm researching for 2 dice plus 2, I could get as much as 14, but 3, 6, 6 is 15. The first place that 14 is fully useful, or at least does more than 9, is if I can get up to here and go 6, 3, 3, 1. All right, I think this is just going to be a big research turn. Well, yeah, 6, 3, 3, 1. So that would mean I need to research for 13. Oh man, okay. Math. 13. So I need to place a 6 there and put a robot there of at least 5. And I can use one of these robot rooms to do it. Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll put a 6 here. And this ship is going to... I guess I will blow it up with Clinton Harper. Why not? So, save myself that damage. This ship moves down to here. Yikes. Then I want to research and get over this 3 and this 6. So I could do that with these rooms. I can get over the 3 with this 4. But it slides yet another ship into that column, which feels real bad. What if I place this 3 so I can re-roll these other dice? Where would I put that? I currently don't know how many shots I'm lining up, so maybe attacking is not a priority here. I can throw the 3 in this research room, I guess. That'll get me over the 3. Over one of the 3s. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. And I'm re-rolling these dice. Oh boy, a 1, 2, and a 3. I'm looking for a large number to install a new robot big enough to do some serious research. And these ain't it. So I probably want to place this 3 to re-roll the rest. Maybe I'm just putting this 3 in this energy room. 1, 2, 3. That just buys some time to have to deal with that ship. And reroll these. Okay, let's try it. So I definitely want like a 6, a 5 or a 6 to throw. Oh, I need it. Yeah, I basically need a 6 in this room to research as effectively as I was hoping. Well, okay, or a 4, a 5, because it's -1. A 5 would be fine at this point. If I'm going to get over the 3, and then getting a 4 robot into this research room would get me over both 6s. That would feel fine. Let's hope for that. A 5. Is a 5 safe? Fuck! It's a mothership. It's not very safe to put in that column. Woof. It would save me from the excavator moving backwards. Am I okay to do that? I think it's so good for my research situation versus if I don't do it. I'm not making enough progress this turn if I don't do it. What does that leave? This leaves a 2 in the right column. That's fine. So, all right. I'm going to do that. I will place this weather must be cleared, right? This must have gone over it. I don't see any other way it could be there. Okay, I'm going to place the 5 in this robot room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a robot action. Yeesh. All right, and I can put the 2 in anti-air just so that these move as slowly as possible. All right, I'm not shooting anything this turn. That feels really bad, but let's see what we've got. I can use this robot. Doesn't cost me any energy. Place a robot at -1, so 4 into this research room. First, I want to spend 2 energy to research for 3. Then, I can spend 2 energy to research for 4 plus 6 plus 2 is 12 to get over both 6s. I love that. The robot ticks down to 3. We'll see whether that is still usable. I can gain 3 energy from this die. And this is just anti-air. Okay, the mothership moves. The bright side is, and kind of the what made me make the decision to let the mothership advance was that it skipped that excavate push. So I didn't like lose my research room. And now I think I don't have to excavate again for the rest of the game. So that feels great. So it's just going to move up and swallow this back up and damage my base. I have 3 more turns. So I need to get... Ideally, if I want like a turn to spare in case something goes wrong, I want to get across this 3-3-1 and the 10 this turn. I don't know if that's going to be feasible. But I would... Because these 10s each need their own turn. Or at least can't be in the same turn. Otherwise, it's going to take me all 3 of my remaining turns and 1 more mothership advance, and I'm hosed. Whew. Alright, these are going to look something like this. And here I go, I guess. Ooh, mostly small numbers. Where is it fine to throw a small number and kind of get a reroll? The left column, a 1 sets up a shot, but I need to research in that column. I'm just going to have to take that damage. So let's see. If I put this... If I just say fuck it and put a 6 in this, then I'm researching for 11. Which is enough to get across the 1 and the 10 if I can get across the 3s using the other rooms. It feels pretty good. I think I'm going to try it. So, fuck it policy activated. Putting a 6 there. This is going to damage the base and is done. The red one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It at least doesn't damage the base yet. And... Then I can research here with this 3. I'm just trying to move these ships slowly at this point so I don't have to shoot them down. Okay. I don't really have anything I want the left column for, so I'm kind of thinking I just throw a 2 in there to, again, make that ship move as slowly as possible. So I'm going to throw a white 2. I think just... into the excavation room, so I could excavate if I wanted to. I don't know. Nothing there feels very useful. Move these by 2. I didn't really want to go 1 and have it shift over, so... And 1 would also... Yeah, anti-air would also do a mothership action. That's a no-go. Okay, so I'm re-rolling these dice. 3 and a 3. Well... I could get the research I need using a command room and the research... Or I could throw the 3 in energy or something and re-roll and hope for a big enough number for the research. Oh, God. What happens if I... Let's see. Nope. Lucia cannot quite get me across the line on researching a 3 and a 1. Researching for 14 on that research track. Oh, boy. Am I fucked? Well, no, I mean, I guess I can guarantee it like this, so I might as well. Taking another damage. Yikes. Okay. If I can win the next turn, then I'll be fine on damage. So. I think. So here I go. I'm going to put the 3 in this research room. This ship moves 1, 2, 3, can't move to the left. And then I'm going to put this white 3 into this command room so that I can add that 1 here. I'm spending all my energy this turn on research, which means I will also need to generate energy next turn. But I think it's doable. Alright, let's see. This ship is going to, by the way, clear the weather as it flies through and damage my base. Whew. One of the closest calls of a campaign of close calls I'm feeling coming on. But here I go. I can use this 3 minus 2 as a command room to bump up a die 1, making this a 4, then spend an energy to research for 4 minus 1 is 3. This room, I can spend 2 energy to research for 3. Here I have 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 2 is 11 when I spend 2 energy to research, getting across the 1 and the 10. So everything comes down to this room researching across that 10 without me dying. And I'm going to take a mothership damage. This is going to be really hard. This 3 ticks down to a 2, but I have Lucia who can bump it back up to a 4, making accomplishing the 10 pretty doable, but I will take a damage from that column. So then really my priority will just have to be taking no other damage. So I'll like need a 1 in anti-air on the right because there's a ship there. All right, I think it's doable. I think it's doable. Here goes nothing. Oh, the mothership moves. Right, the mothership moves. Damaging me. I can safely take 1 damage, and it has to be the left column. I mean, or I could move the robot over here, but that just seems like unnecessarily complicated. So the left one's going to hit me. I have to make no other column hit the base. All right. Here goes nothing. Okay, well, we got big numbers. With Lucia, all I need is a 4 or higher on the left. I want low numbers, so I think do I just throw the 5 in here and re-roll? Is there anywhere that a 4 is safe and I should just use it? Probably energy. A 5 is safe. Oh, these 2 columns, 4s and 5s are safe. So let me just use up some dice so that I don't get stuck. Well, But the more dice I have, the more likely I am to roll the 1 that I absolutely must have in that anti-air on the right. I guess I need to leave dice and hope the odds are in my favor. Okay. So let me just throw the 5 in this research room. This ship... Oh, I should have deployed this one here, by the way. This ship is going to hit me. And I'm on my last point of damage, and I'm re-rolling the rest. Oof. I just think it's more critical that I have as many chances as possible to get the 1 on the right than getting ideal numbers in these columns. All I have to do is make sure I generate 2 energy so I can afford to research. Okay, so I have to roll a 1. There's no 1s. Oh god. So I'm going to have to use this white die and try one more time. Well, the white die can go safely in column 4 and not take a damage. So I think it goes there. I'll just have it generate 1 energy. You never know if that could matter. Reroll the rest of these dice. It has to be a 1. If I don't roll a 1 here to put in this anti-air room, I think I lose. All right. There it is! 113! Hell yeah. Okay, I still need to confirm that that is enough to win the game, but I will throw a 1 in this anti-air room. Okay. Now, I need to generate some energy. A 3 can generate energy here. And this would move on to a mothership. I guess that shouldn't matter. 1, 2, 3. Mothership action will just absorb that white ship and the weather and move to there. That's fine. Why not, I guess? And then I can throw this in like the command room and this just moves there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think this works because I can generate 1 energy from this die with the -1, 3 energy from this die, and then use Lucia to bump this robot to a 4, and then 9 in this room, +2 when I spend 2 energy, researches for 10. Oh my god, that feels incredible. 1 point of health left on the base with 2 ships on the bottom row. And it worked. It worked, I pulled it off. Oh, this game is so good. Oh, that's... I am so happy right now. All right. Well, as usual, the ending is a little bit anticlimactic. This was threat 2, so I can write a 2 on this Tokyo scenario. And there's nothing else to to do. I guess I'm going to save all of these characters. They were all successfully saved. Next up will be Chapter 4. Chapter 4 has this very different structure, and I'm not sure what to expect from it. So we've been... Chapters 1, 2, and 3 all have the same structure of play 2 times, try each one more time if you lose, which I never have, despite all the close calls. And yeah, I don't know what to make of Chapter 4, but I'm excited to see what it entails. So if you haven't hit that like button, you've got to for that win I just pulled off. Please do. Subscribe to the channel also if you haven't, and join me for Chapter 4 soon. Till then, be optimal.